I need to set up this clip for you guys. This is a group of Silicon Valley entrepreneurs, each with a net worth north of $100 million. And they get together on the Allin podcast to discuss politics, the economy, entrepreneurship. And the gentleman here in question, Jason Calacanis, has a severe case of TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. And throughout the years, he's been speaking nonsensically about Donald Trump, denying the realities. And I show you this clip to demonstrate the Democrats and the propaganda that they have that state that RFK will take more votes from Donald Trump than he will from Joe Biden. You might consider this anecdotal, but watch the clip and then we'll be back and I'm going to discuss some more.
You know, people like this see the 160 trillion of private wealth as being on the balance sheet of the federal government and being used to offset the 175 trillion of liabilities. In other words, all it takes is all you got. That's the trajectory we're on. Mm-hmm. Is we have a
your home, your 401k is the government's, and we're going to.
They're going to go after your. They're going to absolutely go after your retirement accounts because that's the only way they're going to pay off these liabilities.
It's gross. Yeah, here's another idea: cut spending. Cut spending.
Well, there's another great tweet by a guy who said, "Laptop mercenary." I don't know this account, but he said something funny. He said, "Imagine being a California high earner. Options: either vote for your own financial liquidation or vote for the orange man."
Yeah, it's brutal.
Checkmate, dude. Checkmate. You guys just got to put on the red MAGA hat. It's happening.
Here's a. I mean, I read that. I read that you're all in. So to speak.
You don't have to wear the You don't have to wear the red MAGA hat when you go into that polling booth. Nobody knows the button you're pushing.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. I mean, these are the two worst candidates in the history.
Jason, Biden has had 4 years to prove that he's a moderate. He's had 4 years to prove that he represents the normalcy that he promised to us when he first got elected. That's been 100%. Refuted. I mean, how much more does it take for you to understand that his policy is radical?
Yeah, I mean,
he combines the foreign policy of Dick Cheney with the economic policy of Elizabeth Warren. How much more does it take? Are you going to vote for your own financial liquidation? Because that's what we're talking about.
It's the worst two candidates, and I think I'm voting for the third.
Ooh, an RFK endorsement. Wow, I didn't see that.
I think I just have to put in the protest vote of RFK or a write-in.
I love RFK. I think he's a great vote.
Yeah.
For Democrats.
I mean, crazy. I think maybe I go after The Rock. But yeah, congratulations on Biden on making this easy for Trump with his Build Back Broke plan. So dumb. All right, everybody, this is the world's greatest podcast.
By the way, Jason, if you do decide in the end to vote for Biden, I'll send you some luxury tents that you and your kids could sleep in. You can tell them stories about how you voted for him.
It's so brutal. I mean, the worst two candidates of our lifetime.
J. Cal, here are your choices, okay? You can vote for Trump or you can give up the ski lodge. What's it going to be?
I mean, at this point, I think I'm RFK all the way. I think I got to go for just try to support independence. I just think we got to balance the budget. Shout out David Freeberg. 4.
Jason Calacanis here represents the off-ramp for decent Democrats who don't wish to support the evil orange man. They can then vote for RFK. They might have sat out the election entirely, but this makes them feel that they're participating in the electoral process. And once again, this is directly contradicting what Democrats and their propagandist media rags say, like in Axios and NBC News, that RFK will take more votes from Donald Trump than he will from Joe Biden, which is exactly why the Democrats are working in overdrive in an effort to keep RFK off of the ballot in all 50 states. Look at the actions, not at the words. And the matter here, of course, is the economic prosperity of the United States, which is going to decline. All of the Democrats wish to enact these laws that kill the golden goose that lays the golden egg for the U.S. economy. When you stifle innovation, when you make people believe that there's no purpose in working hard to create new products that are the real driver of the economy and of our quality of life, that produce such all the tech and all the innovations that have taken us from the Stone Ages, from the Middle Ages to where we live in luxury today that we should all be incredibly grateful for, is because people had the incentive to produce and to be rewarded for it. And this is the problem with what they're discussing in terms of the fact, where is the economic gain going to come from? Where are the innovations going to come from if you intentionally, maybe not even intentionally, maybe stupidly, stifle the innovation? And this is what happens under communism, which is essentially where the radical Democrats are taking us to. So once again, the off-ramp for decent Democrats is RFK Jr. I could stand it if he wins. I could not live in the United States if Joey Biden and the ilk that control his puppet strings win another election.